Hi students, how are you all? Hope all of you are in good health and wealth. Uh, Now your unit test 3 is over. Now start your preparation for unit test 4 and the final term. Okay. So continuing our chapter number 7, hydrogen. Today I am going to discuss with you one more chemical property of hydrogen, that is the reaction of hydrogen with carbon dioxide. In the last video class we have seen the reaction of hydrogen with metals and non-metals, like reaction of hydrogen with chlorine, it gives hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen with nitrogen, it gives ammonia gas. Hydrogen with sulfur, it gives hydrogen sulfide gas. Then reaction with hydrogen with carbon in the presence of nickel and cobalt as catalyst at 520 degrees Celsius, the preparation of methane. Now today I am going to do the reaction of hydrogen with carbon dioxide, how hydrogen reacts with carbon dioxide. So here carbon dioxide reacts with hydrogen like this. You see, carbon dioxide with hydrogen, when it reacts, what you will get? You will get ammonia HCH4 plus water H2O, and with the liberation of energy. Okay, with the liberation of energy. Now for this to perform this reaction, we need to have some special conditions again. For here we need nickel as a catalyst. Here nickel is used as catalyst, and the temperature should be up between 300 to 400 degrees Celsius. So when hydrogen comes in contact with carbon dioxide at the temperature 300 to 400 degrees Celsius in the presence of catalysts nickel, it gives CH4 methane plus water and energy. So it was this reaction is also called Sabatier reaction. It is also called Sabatier reaction. Sabatier reaction. The reaction is also called Sabatier reaction. It is a French chemist Paul Sabatier who performed this experiment first time. Okay. So this carbon dioxide in the reaction with comes in air and astronaut exhale, and the hydrogen is transported from the Earth. Okay. So the International Space Station has been orbiting the Earth since 1998. It can often be seen with unaided eye from the Earth. Okay. Now the next reaction is of a reaction of hydrogen with metals. As far as we have seen the reaction of hydrogen with non-metals, now the reaction of hydrogen with metals. So hydrogen with sodium and hydrogen with calcium. Okay. Reaction with metals. So when hydrogen reacts with metal, suppose sodium Na, it gives sodium hydride. It gives NaH. It is sodium hydride. What is it? It is sodium hydride. Okay. Now it is H2, we have to do the balancing again. After that, when hydrogen reacts with calcium, what you will get? You will get calcium hydride. You will get CaH. Okay, 2. It is calcium hydride you will get. Okay, again it is already balanced chemical equation, no need to do that balancing. Now the next reaction of hydrogen with metallic oxide, this metal oxide, reaction with metal oxide, reaction with metal oxides. That means when hydrogen reacts with metal oxide. Suppose when hydrogen hydrogen is a good reducing agent. When it reacts with metal oxide, they takes the oxide from the metal to form water, and you will get pure form of metal. So it is used as a good reducing agent when reacts with metallic oxide to get pure form of metals. It is also used in the extraction of pure metals. Suppose when copper oxide COO plus, when hydrogen it reacts, it gives H2O plus Cu. That means what you will get? You will get pure form of copper when hydrogen reacts with oxide. So it is when oxygen is removed from the copper oxide, so it is a reduction reaction takes place, and the total reaction is redox reaction. After that, same way, when lead oxide reacts with hydrogen, you will get pure lead plus water like this. Now if you react with Fe2O3 ferric oxide, it reacts with hydrogen, what you will get? You will get pure form of iron plus again water. Now if you want to do the balance, you can do 2 hydrogen, oxygen is 3, so it's here is 2, so it will be 3. Okay, and after that here also you have to do the 3. Now it is the balanced chemical equation. So again we can see when iron ferric oxide reacts with hydrogen, you will get pure form of iron with the water. So this is the some reactions of metals with last class we have seen with the non-metals. Today we have seen the reaction with hydrogen with carbon dioxide, metallic oxide. Now the reaction of hydrogen with metals, and after that the reaction of hydrogen with metallic oxide. Here we can see hydrogen act as a good reducing agent to get pure form of metals from their oxides. Okay. Now next topic is the uses of hydrogen. It's a very important topic. Hydrogen is very useful element, as you know. It is a lightest element. So once since it is the lightest elements, it was used as in weather balloons, but since it is also a very explosive gas when comes in contact with oxygen, nowadays we are not using it in a weather forecasting balloons. Instead of that, we are using helium gas. Now hydrogen nowadays is used for the preparation of ammonia, that is called Haber-Bosch process. The uses of hydrogen is, first uses is the preparation of, it is used in the preparation of ammonia gas. Next is it is also used in the preparation of fertilizers, nitric acid, hydrochloric acid, urea, etc. Now next is the hydrogen is also used to convert vegetable oil, that is called vanaspati ghee, vegetable oil to convert into dalda, or that is called Banaspati ghee, in the presence of catalysts like nickel, palladium or platinum, and this process is called hydrogenation. It is also called hydrogenation. Okay, so vegetable oils is converted into what? That is Vanaspati ghee and commonly called dalda. Okay. Next, hydrogen has a great potential alternative source of energy. So, and it is the cleanest fuel. So, hydrogen is now we are using as a good source of alternative source of energy. Hydrogen can be produced in laboratories or factories, unlike and it is a, we can say it is a non-renewable source of energy. Okay. The mixture of hydrogen with oxygen is used as a rocket propellant. The mixture of hydrogen and oxygen is used as a rocket propellant and also in other space vehicles. Hydrogen burns in oxygen to produce water. It does not leave any residue in this reaction, and is also very not harmful to the environment. Fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum also release harmful gases when burnt, but when hydrogen burns, it does not give any harmful gases or wastes that pollutes the environment. So we can say hydrogen is a eco-friendly and cleanest fuel. The mixture of hydrogen and oxygen that gives a temperature of about 2800 degrees Celsius. It's given up to 280 degrees Celsius when combustion, that is called oxyhydrogen flame. This oxyhydrogen flame has vast use in welding of metals and also the cutting of metals. So it is used in the welding and cutting of metals at 280 degrees. I don't know why it is given the 280 degrees Celsius. Actually, the temperature of the mixture of hydrogen and oxygen gas is about more than 2000 degrees Celsius. But in your book it is given 280 degrees Celsius. So just and this flame is called oxyhydrogen flame. Now hydrogen acts as a good reducing agent. Just we have seen here also, it acts as a good reducing agent. When the hydrogen reacts with metallic oxide, it reacts with oxygen to form water, and pure form of metals we are getting. And this is so hydrogen is a good reducing agent. We also use it. Hydrogen in the first I told you hydrogen gas was first seen in weather balloon equipped with meteorological instruments, but since it is very explosive gas, now we are not using this gas. Instead of hydrogen we are using helium gas nowadays due to the inflammable nature, because helium is a noble gas and it does not react with any oxygen. It is inflammable also, as it is inert by nature. Okay, so as we have seen today, the things that is the chemical properties of hydrogen when reacts with non-metallic oxide like carbon dioxide, then the reaction of hydrogen with metals, then metallic oxides, and the uses of hydrogen gas. Okay, I hope you have understand what I have taught you. Go through the chapter once again, and if you get any doubts in this, please ask me in your next video online class. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.